All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about real music and doing it in real time for a few real people out here just like you and just like me. So there's this world famous blues bar not too far away from where I live, and every so often I will give them a plug because the talent that goes through there, the unheralded greatness that happens there is it's just mind blowing. And it really is the way of the world right now that a lot of the good stuff is going underground. I wanted to show you this artist by the name of JP Soars. All right. His band, JP Soars and the Red Hots, these custom made cigar box guitars. He actually does that. He makes them. Um, this guy is kind of a cross between Dr. John, Leon Russell, and I don't know, pick some great blues artist maybe from the late 60s into the 70s. But a lot of that Dr. John, Leon Russell vibe, vocally speaking. The music is very adventurous, from rock to ballads, soul, blues, obviously. For 20 bucks, you could go see this guy. You want to complain about concert tickets and parking and all that stuff, you can go down Buckingham Road and see this guy here for 20 bucks on July 25th. All right. This is his brand new or latest album, came out last year around this time. It's called Brick by Brick. And if you like guitars, if you like those vocals, like I said, very Leon Russell, Dr. John sounding. I mean, if you'll do a double take, you'll think you're listening to Dr. John or Leon Russell when you listen to him. He's got a very cool voice. This entire album is phenomenal. Little bio information on JP. Living Blues magazine declared, "You don't get a second chance to make a first impression." JP Soars inherently understands that. Soars and band make the most of this label debut, delivering 11 energetically performed and well-crafted songs. Kurt's Blues concurred, maintaining Little Village's first release of 2024 is a sonic wallop. Little Village is the record label. It's a sonic wallop of the varied and impressive collective proficiencies of JP Soars, a musician whose music can be described as a fiery commingling of blues, roots rock, and straight-ahead rock and roll. See, in the old days, a guy like this might be able to get some rock radio airplay, but you'll never hear JP Soars on a radio station unless it's like a blues specialty show. This is not your traditional lump-to-lump blues journey. No, this is a modern-day stew of blues and related genres that audibly rip, tear, and demand attention. In fact, the kudos have continued throughout JP's career. In 2009, JP won the Blues Foundation's International Blues Challenge, as well as the prestigious Albert King Guitar Award. Since then, he's been nominated for 6 Blues Music Awards, including those for Best Guitarist, Best Blues Rock, Best Contemporary Blues Artist, Best Band, and the B.B. King Entertainer of the Year Award. Little Steven's Underground Garage placed him among the top 5 coolest CDs for his album More Bees with Honey. In 2012, he was named a Blues Music Award nominee for Best Contemporary Male Blues Artist. In 2019, he climbed his way to the top 10 of Billboard's Blues chart. That same year, 2019, he was accorded the Blues Blast Music Award for Blues Band of the Year. The same organization cited him for having the best new artist debut release. So just a little tip of the iceberg for JP Soars. And there he is again. For $20, you can go see this guy. And as you can tell by what people are saying about JP Soars, he's worth every dollar of that $20. the Buckingham Blues Bar. You could check out their website too and find out about other upcoming events. Of course, if you're not down here in Southwest Florida, you're probably not going to be able to go unless you decide to take a trip down here. But I'm telling you, man, great music at this place, and the caliber of musicians and musicianship and the catalogs that these guys bring with them to these shows. Of course, if you're not familiar with the music, then it's all kind of Greek when you get there. But I've been to shows where I don't even know one song, and I'm just blown away by the quality and the power that these people bring to basically a small little hole in the wall place. Sometimes on the weekends, they do the pavilion in the back, and that place is packed out. They've had so many great people there, and people that you've probably never heard of who are amazing. And JP Soars and the Red Hots are one of those bands that you should explore. This is music the way it used to be made, or it's music the way it's always been made, except now this has fallen way out of the mainstream. I'd rather listen to this kind of stuff over anything that came out in the 1990s for sure, which changed everything, because there was a blues revival happening in the 80s and into the early 90s, and then the fire got put out, at least at the national level, but this stuff went underground, and it's just gotten better and better over the years. So again, one more time for JP Soars and the Red Hots. Vocally, like I said, it's very similar sounding to, say, Leon Russell or Dr. John. I would compare him, at least vocally, to those two people, but you might hear some things that I don't. There are maybe some Canned Heat influences in here. You got to go listen to it. It's very impressive, and for $20, and he's probably touring in your neck of the woods. So check out his website, and you can find out maybe how to go see JP Soars.